move in unison. Not unison towards self-destruction. Unison towards life. You understand? Shot the river just going, everything is it's nice and smooth. It's brown, look like chocolate. It's beautiful. Give yourself a break. What's up now? It's me, Will. How you feel today? Me, personally, feel all right. I know God is good, and I also know that when things happen, right now, I have a way of being able to deal with it. You know, just dealing with normal everyday life. You know what I mean? And things that actually you got to take care of, you know, during your life. You know, without drugs and alcohol. Hold on, let me wipe my lens off. Wipe this lens off real good. Make sure y'all can see me. There we go. I mean, just overcoming the fear of, you know, the unknown. Because it comes out like this. When you get clean, when you first get clean, and as you progress into the habit of staying clean, sober, things happen in between. So, the unknown. And what I mean by the unknown is that things that you never really experienced when you were using, how you experience it now. You know, it's like totally different. That's why I say, I always tell people, I'm not the same person that I used to be. I'm different. I'm not that same person that you knew before when I was drinking and doing drugs. I'm a totally different person now. I mean, I am the same, but I don't have the same things that I normally do. You know? So, overcoming that fear and having fear, because like me, when I first got clean and in the you know, down the line, things were happening for me. Things were happening for me in a good way. And I kind of like was almost, I didn't have a fear of the good things happening, but it was almost like I couldn't believe it. It was like, it felt like, I'm gonna tell you what it felt like. It felt like I hit the lottery. You know? That's what it felt like. I mean, you gotta, I'm trying to point the camera so to actually show my face good, but it's cool. You gotta kind of like look at it like this. Fear of doing something different can be a good thing. It's like stages of growth, you know? It's like you know you finna acquire something, but you, like, I can't believe this is really happening. So, the thing is, right now, is to thank God. Thank God, the way you understand God, for being clean right now. So you can actually experience life. You know, there's things that can happen good and there's things that can happen bad. But I want you to just just take some time out for yourself. And it's like a process, the process of you learning yourself. You know, learning who you are, what you actually stand for. Because when you not putting nothing in your body, you got a whole different way of doing things. You got a whole different way of looking at life. You know, it's like I go around people, or I'm around people, and they might be already indulging, they might be drinking or doing stuff like that, and I sit up and I look at them, but I don't judge them at the same time, because I know me. And that's what you gotta do as a young individual. You gotta learn yourself. That's why I'm shooting videos about this subject, because there's a lot of people that want to stay stopped, but they don't know how to stay stopped. And only thing I'm doing is just giving my experience on how I'm living right now, so they can learn how to stay stopped. You know? So you gotta give yourself a break. Always give yourself a break and think about it. You know, I think, you know, some people get to the breaking point of where they feel like they ain't got nothing to live for. But you gotta look and really think about it. You here for a reason. You got something to live for. There's people in your future, long as you do the right thing for the right reason, they're gonna depend on you, and they're gonna need you. And they might not need you for guidance for a very long time. They might just need you to be there to comfort them in the time when they need comfort. And I ain't talking about financially giving somebody money, or just, you know, comforting a person just so they can, like, feel good about themselves to try to take advantage of you. I ain't talking about that kind of comfort. I'm talking about people that actually really want to do something different in life. You know, people that actually kind of like know what they need to do and don't know how to actually acquire it so they can actually do something different. You know, I know people, I know people that actually, how can I say this? I don't want to ding my channel, that actually are not here right now because they choose not to be here. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, like, help somebody. But you don't have to do that, you know? You gotta think about, you're not the only one. You gotta think about, there's a reason why you're here. That's me. You know, I didn't thought about that. And I said, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, I said, it is a reason why I'm here. How can I be part of the solution and not the problem? You know? And I had to really think deep on that. And when I thought deep on that, I said, okay, I know what I could do to kind of like help people, help themselves, you know? I'm not saying I'm gonna help you to help you financially. They got banks and they got loan companies. They got other things. If you financially need help, they can help you. They even got the government system. The government system can help you. But what I'm trying to do, to help people is to give them something to think about, far as people that are like chemically dependent on drugs and alcohol. Give them something to think about when they have a moment of clarity, so they can say, you know what, I could give it one more day and and then after the day, I'll worry about everything else tomorrow. Give it one more day, meaning giving themselves a chance or give themselves a break so they can do it, you know. You gotta get clean and you gotta stay clean in order for this to work, because nothing else can happen until you gotta actually put it down. Once you figure out that you do have a problem with drugs and alcohol, and you know that's a problem right there. I do too much. I can't. When I do it, I hurt people. When I do it, I hurt myself. I'm not being productive for my family members. You know, my family members, that people, like, you might have children, you know, and your children might be really dependent on you, and you're not able to help them because you putting drugs and alcohol into your body. You abusing drugs and alcohol, and it's going to a point to where as though you ain't even there for your kids. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta give yourself a break today. Look in the mirror, and even like before, this is what I do before I go to sleep. I tell myself, I love myself. I love myself. I tell myself that every night. I mean, I really like internalize it. Okay, what do I need to do for myself to actually, so I'll be able to function tomorrow properly? You understand? That's what I do. I mean, I've been clean for 16 years now. I said that in the last video. And being clean must come first. If you not on drugs and you got a problem with alcohol, you gotta think about it. I mean, this is not something that you go out throughout the day and battle with it. You live your life. You do other things. You keep your mind busy. You have to keep your mind busy. Like me, this is what I do. I got hobbies. I got different things that I like to do. You know, I like doing the videos. I like drawing. I like painting. I mean, you gotta get hobbies. Things that you really like to do that'll take your mind off of what you used to do, what was killing you. What was killing, and it might not have been physically killing you. It might have been killing your spirit, you know, in a spiritual sense. You gotta think about that too, you know. I travel for a living, and I see a lot of people, places, and I see a lot of people. I go to a lot of different places, and I see a lot of things, people, places, and things. And I came to realize that people, places, and things can no longer influence me to do things like I used to do. That's because I got a conscience now. I mean, I had a conscience when I was actually in active addiction, but by me medicating, abusing drugs and alcohol, that didn't like let me stay in tune with my conscience so I can actually do the right thing for the right reason. I mean, it's just things that you got to think about. You got to have a sit-down session with yourself in the beginning, if that's what's going on with you. You know, and you got to actually play the whole tape through. That's what I do. That's what I did. And that's what I'm not going to do. Because I done replayed the whole tape through from the beginning to the end, meaning watching the scenario of my pattern when I put drugs and alcohol into my system. Where did it end? Where did it land in me? You know, what did I get out of it? Other than a euphoric high, you know? You gotta really think about it. Just go in deep thought and think about it. Think about what you need to do to curb the appetite. You understand? Some people think about, well, I need to change where I'm at. You might need to do that. You have to figure out the formula for yourself. Because everybody is not the same. I mean, right now, I could go anywhere and I don't have the desire. I won't do it. Because it's deep within me. And that's how deep you need to have it. You gotta have it deep. The roots gotta be deep like a palm tree. You know how a palm tree blow? It never can be ripped out of the ground because the roots are so deep into the earth that it won't go nowhere. It'll bend, you know, like a hurricane to come. The palm tree will bend. It'll even lay all the way down to the ground. But when a hurricane is done, it'll pop right back up. That's how I do. It's a palm tree. But you gotta figure out what you gonna do. You know, don't stay in the moment. Come out of that moment. If you're gonna think about it, because the human mind does that. I mean, you'll think about it. Just stay in it for a hot second and come out. Nope. I remember what happened last time. I remember what happened to my peoples. You understand? I remember what happened to my peoples when they did it. They not here with me right now. They went to sleep and never woke up. You gotta think about it. You know? You don't want to check out. You want to stay here as long as you can. Because God got a plan for you. He got a plan for everybody around here. But all you got to do is play your role. God gonna put you in a situation. He gonna put you where you need to be. And it's up to you to actually start doing what you need to do. Because everybody got something to do. That's the way God made it. You know? Everybody got something to do. Doing something, the right thing for the right reason. I'm not saying doing something you're not supposed to be doing. You know? So you got to think about that. And give yourself a break. Just for the day, tell yourself that you love you. Love yourself before you love others. Don't go out here giving everybody love and being a pushover. You understand? You love yourself. That's what you gotta do. And you make sure you do that first. And then you can take a little love and pour it to somebody else. But don't give them too much. Because you need to have that, keep that internal love for you deep within you. All right, This me, Will. I'ma cut this video off, and I'll get with y'all in the next video. I want you that's watching this video, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to go in deep thought, and I want you to think about what can you actually do to benefit yourself and benefit others, and keep yourself comfortable. You understand? And don't go do something that's gonna actually hurt you to help others. Don't do that. Don't never do that, because you're not supposed to. All right, this me, Will. Y'all all be blessed. See y'all next video. Peace.